Alright, we are indeed live. We are live for the final couple hours of the 2025 Loomian Legacy Anniversary event. I have another 30 vouchers that I will open, and these will be the final 30 vouchers I will do for the event. The reason why I have 8 leftover vouchers is because, you know, in case I want to make some strange Kizune set that I want to use for a showcase. So, yeah. That's why I have 8 extra. That's why I have 8 extra. But before I open the other, before I hunt, I'm going to hunt for the Scorbs for the last hour of the event and see if I find anything rare. But I'm going to open the last 30 vouchers for the Kizune. So I'm going for Smart Raging Fire. So we'll see if I get anything out of my last 30. This will be legit the last 30 vouchers I will do. Hi Dark J Strike, welcome to the stream. Hi Exotic Bubblegum. Hi Mr. Monkey, super awesome. Welcome to the stream. I kept one as a collectible. Hi. I opened 30 vouchers today. Got nothing. Oh, that sucks. Opened 36. Got nothing. Oh. Well, the odds are not looking so good for me then. So, hopefully, I can change the odds here a little bit. Actually running out of boost tokens, too. I need to get some more for the Halloween event that will come out in a couple months. Alright. Final 30 vouchers of the event. Let's hope I can get one more Gamma before the event ends. So, rechargeable, smart. Here we go. Well, we got an alpha. We got an alpha. Okay, you know what? We got an alpha. So you know what? I'm not going to be too upset by that. We got a alpha. You know what? I'll take 3 alphas. I will take 3 alpha smarts. I got so many Ikas in this event. I got how many? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 alpha Ikazunes. And 4 gammas. I don't think I can get a better haul than that. Thing that's good is that one of these is a spare. So I can actually trade away one of my Gamma Mechas for a video. I'm not sure when I'll do it, but it's definitely on the radar. Do I just open a couple more just for the... Nah, I'm not going to open a couple more. We're good. That's it. That's going to be it for the event. That's it. Those are going to be all the Ikas that I'm going to get. So, I got everything I ever want. And let's hunt for the Scorbs for the last hour and see if we get anything. To be fair, I don't really care about the Scorbs that much. Because the Scorbs, I don't know, they just don't look as good. But hey, if I find a rare Scorb at the very last minute of the event, I will be very, very happy. So yeah. Please run Blowtox Stall. No, I'm not running Stall. No way. Not running Stall. And I'm definitely not using Blowtox. I think Blowtox is solid. I don't think... The thing is... There's just so many water types that are outclassed. Like, I'm thinking about making a bottom 10 PvP Loomians. And there's so many water types that can compete for that spot. But I feel like they're just barely out of the bottom 10. Like, for example, I just used Shrimpaste, who gets outclassed by Pronsu. Blowtox gets outclassed by Barblast for the most part. We don't even have to talk about Hydro Fraud. Ventation gets outclassed by Surkame and Luminami. Like, there's so many water types. And we don't even have to talk about Fishkarna, who, while it has a niche, it's also... Okay, that's a Bronze Scorb. Kinda don't want it, but hey, it's a Bronze Scorb. Oh yeah, Chili Chomp Barblast. That was something alright. That was most certainly the Loomian of the century. Alright. Okay. I gotta change my saddle because this one's too big. Let's change to... Let's do Hoggenosh saddle. I don't think I've ever used this one. Alright, Hogenosh saddle. 30 minutes. Let's do this. Let's go! Let's see what we get from these Scorbs. Hopefully we get something good. Alright. He one-shots Eruptodon, bro, trust. It better Oko Eruptodon! Eruptodon's a fire type! It better Oko Eruptodon! It better! It better Oko Eruptodon! I mean, you could probably do a top 5 worst PvP Loomians for each type. I could do that, actually, too, but I want to just be broad to start. So those tend to do better. My Ill Will Sumo did 80% to Crackalola Day. Didn't Soul Burst yet, and I almost broke it, but Soul Burst next turn and it live at 5%. Ouch, that sucks. Landslide does a lot of damage to Blowtox. I'm sorry. Landslide 2-hit KOs it. In offensive versions, it OHKOs. Landslide Eruptodon does a lot of damage to Blowtox. Thankfully, Blowtox does naturally outspeed it. So if you can get it on a play that's not Landslide, that's good. But still, you gotta take a Landslide in the face. I know, you're right, all the Earth things. Oh, that's just a normal Alpha Scorp. I was about to say. It one-shots if you invest more in the melee. The fact you have to invest some melee attack to OHKO and Eruptodon is crazy. Blowtox ain't that special. It's solid. I'm not saying that it's bad. But it isn't amazing or anything. It isn't, like, the best Lumion in the whole wide world or anything. Trust me, there are a lot better options for for bulky waters. What Lumions should I use for the electric raid? You only have an hour and a half left, so you need to be very quick. I think the speeder method's the way to go. The Vocaloa, Crabtana, Wrestling way. But if you want another route, you could go for Plasmoth, Malevolac's Wrestling. That could work too. But that method takes a lot longer, is the problem. But if you have Plasmoth or Malevolac's, they could solo, because they have square one. Scared about Laricat for Season 4. It's going to get Palm Scapegoat with a high speed stat, and it has Hullabaloo, and it has Provoke, and it has Hasten. It will have Hasten too. Don't forget about that. Well, I'm spinning in a circle and no Lumions are being found. There we go. Hasten's the big one. Well, okay. Well, that's a silver. I don't think I have a silver yet. Yeah, let's catch it. Cool. Click Poison and spam Rejuvenate. Can I tell you another Lumion that can do that? Venilin. Venilin can do it. Venilin, and guess who else can do it? Barblast! And they do it better! There we go, I finally hit my stun. Oh yeah, you get range defense with Palm, but you also gain extra speed from Hasten. So, there's a lot more flexibility with Laricat. I think Laricat's going to be fine. I don't think it's going to be broken. Reason why is because it needs multiple setups in order to deal a lot of damage. It isn't like Mewtwo where it absolutely OHKOs everything in existence. I think Lariat's surprisingly going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be that busted. And if it runs Scapegoat in Palm, it needs 2 move slots for its other moves. You know what I mean? And when are you... Okay, Mr. Monkey, super awesome. I'll just say this. When are you seeing a very Brawny Gloves wrestling? Let's be honest. I've played a lot of PvP, and I've seen, like, 2 wrestlings all season. Maybe 3. I've seen almost no wrestlings this year. Or this season. I think you're fine. Not to mention, Barblast can live even better. Yeah, I'm grinding scripts for last minute. Oh, you use very Brawny Gloves for wrestling. Okay, fair. But again, have you seen anyone else use very Brawny Gloves wrestling? Have you seen anyone else use it? How does it even do in this meta anyway? It hits Tyrex. Does a lot to Lumi and Sakame because Ace Wrestling hits very hard. Nothing to Lashent because Lashent's stupid. Arceros, are you SA? Are you SA? I don't have a Protogon. This sucks. I need a Protogon. I don't even know if this is SA or not. I probably should just catch it. Yeah, I don't have my Protogon. Why don't I have my Protogon on me? Bruh, I'm not even going to be able to even get this down, aren't I? How am I going to get this guy down? I'll at least lower its melee attack. Do I dare try to get this Lumion down? How much would Redemptive Strike even do? Okay, Boiling Press would not OHKO it. So how much would this do? This would do probably nothing. Oh yeah, nothing. Alright, Boiling Press. Oh, I want to Body Press so bad. This is going to be a bad idea. I have a bad feeling that this is going to be a horrible, not good, very bad idea. You'll know what I mean? I'll do one more Boiling Press. I want to get it down to the red if I can. I wish I brought my Protagon. I should have done that. Yeah, well, I'll do one more. One more. Hopefully one more as it rests. Any good finds yet? Nothing really crazy yet, but I just started, so there's a lot left. Watch me just crit KO this Arceus. Get it into the red. Okay, it's in the red. One more! I won't crit it, right? A crit would KO it. Woo! Okay, no more. No more attacking it. Yep, for the very last stream. Alright, let's do this. Fire. Fire! One. Two. Yeah, of course it doesn't get caught. Because it's a dragon. Soft resettable roamers, they never get caught. The reason why I'm catching this is because I don't think I have a clever Arceus. So it just seems like a good time to do it. Alright, I'm gonna use one of those very special discs. This better catch it in one go. This says it's extremely good at catching these Lumions. Fraud. Fraud disc. Absolute fraud of a disc. Bruh. Absolute fraud of a disc. Like, look what it says. Exceptionally good at capturing fire types. This is a fire type at no HP, no energy, and it's parried. No ticks. Are you kidding me? Am I really gonna have to be doing all this again? Am I gonna have to be doing all this again? Oh my god. This is just brutal. This is just brutal. Jamie gave Crabtana Power Claw? Interesting. Thank you. Woo! It's been caught! Thank God. Whew. I'm not grinding cores. I'm trying to get the rare Scorbs. I'm trying to see if I can get any more rare Scorbs before the event ends. So that was an Arceus. Oh yeah, the purple disc. I forgot about those. Blowtox does not wall everyone. Blowtox is good, but it's outclassed by Barblast as a wall. And while it is faster than Barblast and has a little bit more offense to it, Barblast is overall the better Lumion. If you want an offensive water type, you have Dakuda, Garlash, Bronzong. They're right there. Resilience buff to trigger on all melee attacks. Now gets the Sharp Edge. Sharp Claws instead of Premonition is going to be huge for Obsidian. That's going to make the offensive variants actually be usable with Drudge. I actually like that buff. Brawny, nimble Obsidian with Drudge will actually be viable now. How does Barblast get... Okay. How does Barblast get outclassed by Wrestling? They both do completely different things. Wrestling is a wall breaker, when Barblast is a wall. How does Wrestling outclass Barblast? They're two completely different things. They're incomparable. You can't compare a wall breaker to a wall, or a wall to a wall breaker. They're incomparable. You gotta compare Wrestling to other wall breakers, and you gotta compare Barblast to other walls. They're incomparable. Oh yeah, and it's getting Outburst and Muckbuck. Ooh. Ouch. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Wow, Obsidian's actually gonna have a little bit of offense to it. How do you have so many celebration discs? I've saved them up over the years. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hi, Cap Griff. That I can agree with. Land Torch is good hazard removal because it has Wildfire Burn Up, which is very reliable. It won't be after Season 4 because they're nerfing Wildfire, so if it takes any damage, it'll make it so, yeah, it will not be able to get priority Burn Up. On Exotic Bubblegum, I hope it's Send-Off. I want it to be Send-Off so bad. I know it's not gonna happen, but I want Send-Off Wiki so badly. Just the concept of it giving another Lumion a gift just seems funny to me. Especially, and it's synergized as well to Wiki's toolkit, and Send-Off is getting buffed as well. So it can actually do its Herbal Remedy roll right when it gets KO'd, giving it another roll in its toolkit. But it still has the weakness of being Provoke Bait, you know what I mean? What do y'all think? I'm honestly alright with Barbs. Scapegoat, I don't want Ursul to get Scapegoat. Scapegoat on Ursul is a horrible idea because it has Brawn Boost and Vital Jab. Horrible idea. And priority as well. Brawn Boost, Vital Jab, priority, Scapegoat. Or Steel Trap is its last move than Scapegoat. Because it can trap something in. Trap in a melee attacker that doesn't do much damage to it. And then it sets up. And there's nothing you can do about it. I can see Steel Trap, Scapegoat, Shadow Box be a set. Watch. Or Bulk Up. One of the two setup moves. I don't know which one it would be. Mind Drain for Cleone will be interesting. Blowtox is good with Aqua Jaws more than Wavewrecker. It ultimately depends, because Wavewrecker is more consistent, but Aqua Jaws can lower melee defense, but it also has a chance to miss, which is kind of a problem. It getting Gust back is a huge deal. I don't know why Cleone lost Gust to begin with. Now Cleone will actually be used again, because now it's one of the few Lumions that can hazard remove effectively. Especially with the Barbs distribution getting heavily... A lot of Lumions are getting Barbs now. And a lot of them are going to use them. Harvestech getting Brawn Boost is a bad idea, because it has Counterpoise. Psycho Chomp I'm alright with. It's Brawn Boost. It should just only have Bulk Up because it has a 70 power priority move. Jamie's not giving Cleone Bane of Haste, unfortunately, because he's worried that an extra turn for Bane of Haste might be very overpowered. Especially in a Lumion that can also dissipate back into another Lumion. Cleone will just be better Soul Burst Icicle at that point. Smol's getting Barbs as well. Billowforge is getting Barbs. Interesting. Climate Cannon makes sense, though. What happened to you saying that Blowtox was awesome? If you're saying it needs to be buffed on the range side, what happened to your praise on Blowtox? I think it's fine. I don't think it needs that much range defense. I think it's fine. You just wanted to knock it out-code by a Reptidon Landslide. That's why you want to buff it. No, it's not broken. Blowtox is legit not broken at all. Yeah, Gusta Ibarella. That's gonna be something. No, we're not going back to Blowtox meta. I hate to tell you, Blowtox will never be meta in a meta with Barblast. The Barblast isn't even doing that good right now anyway. I don't know why it's not doing that good. Probably because of the mere existence of Dokomore and two other bulky waters. But still, I'm just shocked that it's not doing well at all. Like, I've legit have not seen many Barblast at all. Yeah, it's the last day of the event. So I'm just like, oh, let's see if I get something rare. That's why I'm grinding. Yeah, that could be scary, actually. I could see that. SA Venusaur PvP video when? That's not going to come out in a while because, one, I just showcased the other Venusaur set. And two, I'm trying to make a top 10 worst PvP Lumions in the game. And Venusaur is not a bottom 10 Lumion. I want to showcase some of the bottom 10 Lumions first, so I can get showcase footage for a video that I can make for Saturday. That's kind of the plan. So unfortunately, a lot of showcases like SA Venusaur or Hastened Eclipse, they're probably not going to be out for a while. Or Hullabaloo Mewtwo. They won't be out for a while. I need to showcase Lumions like Luxor and... Yeah, Luxor and Gargolem Base, and I'm not redoing Cinemoth. I already did Cinemoth. I'm not redoing that one. What else is there? Cosmeleon. Cosmeleon's another one that could be up there too. Is Cosmeleon bottom 10 though? I don't know. I don't see Cosmeleon, and I used it once in one of my videos. It did okay, and then never used it again. I don't know what my bottom 10 is right now, honestly. Everyone knows what number 1 is. Hydrolin's going to be number 1. Gargolem Base is going to be down there. Cinemoth's going to be on it, because Cinemoth stinks. I gotta think of some of... Knockout and Nautilus are probably still in there. I still gotta showcase Knockout. I already used Nautilus. Is Shrimposte bottom 10? I don't think Shrimposte's bottom 10. It's outclassed, though. But it does stand up to its own, though. But it's outclassed is the problem. Flotox same way. Just Flotox isn't bottom 10 now, because it at least can stand up to its own when you use it. What is this? This is not the Nevermare one. Nevermare Barbs! How in the heck does Nevermare get Barbs? How can it place Barbs down? It's holding a Scythe! At least call it like Scythe. Maybe add a slashing move called... Maybe add a slashing move that can place Barbs. Maybe change Razor Slash from 80 power to 60 power. But it gives you the bonus of placing down Barbs. Problem is the Shatter already does that. Yeah, just give... Yeah, no, give Nevermare Shatter. That would make more sense for its move kit. It's never going to get Power Claw, unfortunately. Jamie just hates Nevermare. Okay, Mr. Monkey's super awesome. I hate to burst your bubble. Defensive Gargolem is better than Blotox. I hate to tell you that, but Defense Gargolem is way better than Blotox. Defense Gargolem may be passive, but it sets up hazards, it spams Stravix Force, and it controls the hazard game with Mudslide. That's what you use a Lumion like Gargolem Defense for. Protogon Barbs at least makes sense because it is a metal type. But is it even going to run Barbs? It might run it on some sets, but I don't know. I don't think every set's going to run it. Garbantis is 100% going to run Barbs. I have a feeling 3 moves Barbs, 2 moves Poison Barbs, 2 moves Burrow Barbs. I could see Barbs being ran on... I don't know if Terraclaw will run it, but Terraclaw might run it as well. The thing is, the only Lumions that can one-shot Gargolem Defense are Ice-type attackers, because it's so bulky, it can live weak Ice-type attacks. It can live Frost Beams from Luminamis like it's no problem. It's so bulky, it always gets a hazard or 2 up on the field. The biggest flaw is not its typing, it's the fact that it's passive. That is Gargolem Defense's flaw. But you can play around it. So yeah, hi Cardi is gone, welcome to the stream. You 60 vouchers and got 1 alpha mecha. Hey, at least you got it under odds. Oh, someone in the chat is saying that Gargolem defense is garbage. Exactly, it's not meant to beat other Lumions like that. What it's doing is, it's a disruptor. It disrupts the opposing team's flow by setting up barbs, even icicle traps. It could even run moves like Slapdown to get rid of items as well. And then once it gets barbs up, it clicks Driving's Force and it completely kills or halts the other team's momentum because they're getting switched into barbs. That can rack up damage really quickly. Not to mention that its ability Immunize actually synergizes very well with Defense Form, as it makes it so it's immune to status conditions, so you can't even stall it down. The only way you can go through Gargolem is the old-fashioned way. Either get it with Icicle Traps, which it is quad weak to, or you gotta just beat through it, because it doesn't have any way to heal. So, when it loses HP, it loses HP. Oblas getting barbs, that will be interesting. I don't know if Oblas would run it, but that's interesting. Yeah, exactly, Cardi is gone. Gargolem is like Wiki Wiki. It's not supposed to be an offensive powerhouse. If you want to use it as an offensive support powerhouse, yeah, use Gargolem Attack. It's meant to support and rack up damage with hazards. In Wiki Wiki's case, it racks up damage with Poison and Sap Plant while it heals its teammates with Herbal Remedy. It also has other roles as well, like Wonder Herb to heal status conditions and Mudslide to remove hazards, but those are the 4th move options. Those are not always ran on every team, unlike Herbal Remedy and Poison. If you could, would you take away Soulburst Crackle's Heat Summon back? No. No, I'm fine with it having Heat Summon. Heat Summon's good offensively for Crackalola, because it buffs its Fire-type attacks to the point where you don't even have to invest in your range attack, and Fire-type moves just do a lot of damage. Roblox. Oh yeah, I heard about that, Shy God. I heard about that. That's unfortunate. Tell Jamie to give Hydralin Buck up. Unfortunately, that's still not going to save Hydralin. That's not going to save Hydralin. Support Banuki? If Danuki wasn't in the meta, yeah. Banana Split, Slapdown, Icicle Trap, Banuki is pretty good. Problem is, it's just right now outclassed by Danuki. But once Danuki loses Split, I think support Banuki's going to get back on the rise again. Because that thing has Icicle Traps, which is something Danuki actually does not have. I say we give Tyrex all... No! Let's not give it all the elemental chomping moves. Thank you very much. Let's not give it all the elemental chomping moves. I think that's a terrible idea. Let's not do that. Yeah, just in time I'm going to be busy a while, but yeah, it's something at least... By the way, it's back-to-back bronzes. But despite not getting a Gamma, I could say that I have hit from all the aspects of the event. And that's cool. It will still not be good. It still doesn't hit hard enough even with critical hits. It still doesn't hit hard enough even without critical hits. It will still not OHKO Lumions that it's supposed to OHKO. Yeah, I could see that, Cardia's Grown. I could see Oblas run Barbs. They should give Provoke to Banuki to make everyone mad. Yeah. I don't know if that would make that many... Finally, red! I finally found the red one. I know it's not a gleam, but I don't care. It's red. I found a normal red, finally. And I missed. So yeah, Stagip's pretty good. Pretty good suicide lead, and it's also pretty good offensively as well. Has a pretty good defensive typing. The thing is... Exotic Bubblegum. Palm, Cleone with Mind Drain will not outclass Nautilus because Nautilus has the Wise ability, meaning it can hit everything, when Cleone can't. Plus, its most powerful move is always going to be Stratagem. So, it has to either run Stratagem for damage or Mind Drain to heal. Which makes Cleone suffer from 4-move syndrome. I don't think it's going to outclass Nautilus. That doesn't even mention that Nautilus is good under Beta Haste. At least it tries to be good under Bane of Haste. Yeah, be nimble, Snagoop. Yep, be nimble with goggles. Yep, that's... Yeah, Snagoop does a lot of damage, and it can place poison barbs with that. They can even run Clutch Plushie as well, so you can guarantee get 2 attacks. Gonna dip now. See ya. Alright, see ya, Dark J Stripe. Berserker, Banaki, Wall, Walkso, Berserker, Vocaloa, Ran. Molmark with Barbs isn't bad, but Wobbulisk might outclass it. Yeah, Molmark is still gonna struggle even with Barbs. It will at least have a chance now, because it has Barbs, Driving Force, and Mudslide, so it at least has a chance now. Molmark will at least have a chance. Okay, but Cleone could potentially run Rachel Plushie, because Tyrex is everywhere. It's running Gust for speed, which probably won't be too much speed, but it's going to be something. I can see it being Rachel Plushie, because it has the Repugnant ability, meaning that the super effective chomping moves would not deal that much damage to Cleone. And yeah, you're right, for Libyans like Tyrex, that is actually a huge deal. Get a Rachel Plushie boost and you click Mind Drain or Tsunami. You might just click Tsunami in that case, actually. You can click Palm, Mind Drain, Tsunami, and its last move would be... What would its last move be? Guys, that's risky, because you want Rejuvenate. That's the problem, you need Rejuvenate. Ah! Dang it! Do you know when you have Mind Drain? I don't know. It's so risky. I don't know. I don't know. Tyrex gets poisoned? Yeah, I can get poisoned too, which I could help. Yeah, Lachette outclasses Molmark too. Yeah, Lachette. If you want an Icicle Trap Slimmy and I can petrify things, use Lachette. It also has offensive pressure and Sap Plant pressure. Wobbulisk has Ignorant and Bitter Cold. Gargolem Defense has Icicle Traps, Driving Force, and Barbs. And the best defenses in the game. Like, how can Molmark compete with Lachette, Wobbulisk, and Gargolem Defense? Not to mention that common hazard removers, like, even though it has a good matchup versus Tyrex, Tyrex could still click Teardown. And Lachette has a great matchup into it. It could slap it down, get rid of its item. It has to be very bulky if it wants to live Lachette. And if you're putting melee defense to live hits from Lachette, you're losing range defense to live hits from Zulong, which is critical. Wiki, yeah, it has to compete with Wiki Wiki too, which Wiki Wiki has Herbal Remedy. So it can heal its teammates back up. Like, it just gets outclassed by everything right now. Like, Molmark, at least with Barbs, it'll have a chance, but I still think it's going to be outclassed by everything. I just don't know how Molmark can compete with those Limians. Know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Timmy the Geklo is better than everything in the game. Yeah, Timmy the Geklo would destroy everything. Another silver, but I don't want it. I already have a silver. Baffle? Honestly, Baffle might not be... would it? I don't know. Would Baffle be fine on Molmark? I mean, anything to make it even kind of usable. Thing is, with Molmark, gonna be stuck in this weird speed situation because of if you give it Baffle, you want your Baffle Lumion to be the slowest Lumion on the field. But the problem is there is a Baffle Lumion that it has to compete with, and it's Dokomore. So you want it to outspeed Dokomore. It's weird because it's quad weak to Toxic type moves. Know what I mean? So you would give it some speed to outspeed Dokomore. I know it sounds weird, but you would do that. In that situation, I'd be one of the few times to give a Baffle Lumion speed. Yeah, plus your snack's a better Baffle Lumion anyway. So why would he even use Molmark as a Baffle Lumion when your snack and Dokomore both exist? It would need a complete stat overhaul if it wanted to outclass anything. Or a new move. Who knows? Maybe add more bulk to it, or add more offense to it. I don't know. I would just add more bulk to it, so it's a bulkier. So it can soak hits better. Make it lose a little bit of its offense, and make it soak hits better. Yeah, Himber will never use barbs. It's interesting that it is getting it, though. I personally don't think it should get it, because, honestly, it already has Icicle Traps. And I don't want every Ice-type Lumion to get both Icicle Traps and Barbs. That doesn't even mention that... I don't think it's ever going to run it, though, because Icicle Traps is just superior. Because Icicle Traps can hit the Fire-type switching in to Earthquake. So, yeah. Some fast Lumions did well using it as well, but for the most part, the best Baffle Lumions are the ones that are slower, meaning they can tank a hit, baffle out into a Lumion for free. Hi WCEWE, welcome to the stream. Hello. That's true, Shy God. At least it walls Luminami. You are right. It does wall Luminami, even the Mega Chomp variants it walls pretty well. Because, again, Luminami does not hit hard at all. Picolio with Tone Barrier? That's going to be interesting. I want to see how Tone Barrier Picolio does. That'll be interesting. Might be broken, we'll see. Yeah, Scapegoat, Tone Barrier, Sap Clan, and Hullabaloo. Oh, God. Oh, man, baby. Oh, man. Yeah, range attackers are going to stand no chance versus that guy. Defensive Samarine can be a better baffle. Yeah, Samarine. Very sluggish, terrifying Samarine, but fade away in baffle. Yeah, you're right. Samarine's better, too. Yeah, it can run fade away as well, meaning that if you don't want to run baffle, you could run the restrictive shield or restrictive armor to get extra bulk and then run fade away. That option's also open as well. And the light type Lumions that can switch into fade away, they die to Vice Jaws. No Gleam Scorbs yet. I found the Scorbs, but I haven't found any Gleams. I wasn't really focused on getting the Gleam Scorbs, honestly. I'm still not really focused on getting the Gleam Scorbs. Don't have gold, though, so I might as well catch gold. I don't have gold. I actually don't have gold, so I might as well catch it. Yeah, it hits decently hard, too, Samarine. Like, even if you don't have any investment. Samarine has a good melee attack stat, meaning that even if you don't invest anything into it, it can always 2-hit KO anything for super effective damage. Yeah, being quad weak to electric isn't good, you're right. That is a weakness, but again, you can work around that. It's a weakness you can work around of. You can get rid of the electric types, or have an earth type to cover that up. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, then you pair it with Wiki Wiki so you can heal it with Herbal Remedy. Oh wait, there's a bronze. I don't care about bronze. Stab Life Drain. Yeah. Yeah, I can run Life Drain to the heal, but again, it's just at defensive typing. Plant Water isn't bad, but that quad weakness to Toxic is really bad. Being quad weak to Toxic and weak to Dark really doesn't help you in this meta. Is Wiki Wiki, Odasho, and Wobbler a good core? I don't know how well those three work together. I know Wiki Wiki and Wobblisk work together. I don't know about Odasho. I don't know if Odasho works, though. Because you would have a plant and a bug type as your defensive Lumions. And that, unfortunately, does not work. Because they both are weak to ice. And having 2 Lumions weak to Icicle Traps really isn't ideal as their defensive core. Oh, we're talking about Holly Bunch. Oh yeah, Holly Bunch. Yeah, Holly Bunch is right there as well. Holly Bunch is also slow pivot in competition as well because it has Flash and Flay. It's a different pivot as well. It's a slow, bulky tank that hits you very hard with Flash and Flay. And then, of course, yeah, you could life drain the HP back as well. Yeah, you could... Yeah, have something defensive that's fire. That's fair. You could do that. Wamba doesn't stop Icicle Traps. It doesn't take any damage from it, but if you're switching your other Lumions onto traps, they're going to take a fourth of their health every single time. Yep. Tyranics can do it as well. There's a lot of Lumions that have slow pivot that are better than Molmert. Yeah, apparently. That is a Regice riding on a Vesperatu. That most certainly is one. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen Snagoops barter Goggles away to stun something later in the game. I've seen quite a few of those, actually. It's definitely a good set that can work. And you don't know, and you don't expect it coming either, because you usually expect a lot of Snagoop leads to be Clutch Plushie. So a lot of Snagoop players have adjusted and ran Goggles instead, bluffing the Clutch Plushie lead. Yeah, nobody would expect that. Also, I hate that score. Boy, Holy Bunch was broken under Bane of Haste, but outside of it, it's fine. It's a pretty good Lumion that can be very dangerous if in the right situation. Holy Bunch can get players into pins if you're not careful. Hyper Personality is the way to go, because the Hyper would give it more energy. Oh no. I don't know if I like that. I would just give it send off. I would just give Wiki Wiki send off. No offense, Atomic. I'm running Thunderstrike because that 10% chance of missing will make me miss 50% of the time. I definitely don't want to Landorus Therian in the game. No way. Especially for doubles. Tririan. Oh no. I guess that's fair. Lashen is kind of like that. Yeah, Lashen is like that, actually. Oh, I'm kind of tired. Stayed up too late last night. Yeah, Landorus Tririan. That's Lashent. Yeah, Holy Bunch could be good for Lumions like Tatub. Tatub's the big Lumion you want to hit with it. There might be some other Lumions you want to hit with it too, though. Let me think a little bit. Tatub's the big one, though. But, no, Brawlers. Any Brawler type that resists light, you would want Spectral Burst for. Which, yeah, basically just Tatub. Tatub and Mutagon is what you would want Spectral Burst for. And then you want Feral Blast for Lashent. And then its last move would be Flash and Flay. So it'd be Flash and Flay, Life Drain, or Nature's Force. Spectral Burst, Feral Blast. I think it runs 4 moves. I think you have to run 4 moves on it. You could run 3 moves in Palm or Sat Plant. That could work too. But I think 4 moves with a restrictive item is the way to go. Restrictive item, milkshake, chocolate bar, energy orb. All those items can work. Yeah, not everyone has a move slot for Crack. Not to mention that Holy Punch outspeeds Crackalola. And it will always catch an Oko on Crackalola as well. So if you have your Holy Punch outspeed the Soul Burst Crack, you can pin that Soul Burst Crackalola in a very bad position. They'll be stuck into a pin. What would you make Seadrake better? Seadrake would honestly just give it 103 speed and bang, problem solved. Just give it more speed. Lower its bulk by, lower both of its defenses by 10. And put that into its speed and it would be fine. Bang, problem solved. No, let's not give it Rogue Assault. Let's not give an Anomaly Lumion Rogue Assault. Maybe Clobber, but not Rogue Assault. No way. Ain't happening. Yeah, very hyper-restrictive item because it gets enough bulk and max attack is really good. It also run an FNF and Nova, so you can nuke those Crackalolas. Yeah, that's fair. And Crackalola is one of the most common Lumions in the game right now. So if you can predict the Crackalola coming in, you can go to your Holy Bunch. You could just either get free momentum or a free KO. And most of them are still running Soul Burst. Some of them run Mysterious Dust, but even then, if it's in its normal form, it doesn't have as much defense as it is in its Soul Burst form. So you can just Steel Flash and flee off of it. Yeah, Crackalola is still very tanky. Wow. That's a very hyper Holy Bunch. If it was not very hyper, or if the Crackalola was in normal form, it would not Oko. Yeah, you would have to force the Crackalola to Soul Burst, which not all of them are Soul Burst. Which is a problem. Another silver that I don't want. The best pseudo legend? Does Lumion Legacy even have pseudos? I mean, there are route rares. Do we even have any pseudo legendaries yet? We have route rares. But I don't really count those as pseudo legendaries. Drop of Youth Limpara. Interesting. Yeah, they could be pseudos. They could be. Your restrictive armor. Holy Bunch. Wow. Yeah, it can lift Tata pretty well. Jungle would do a little bit more, though. Jungle would probably be a 3, maybe 4 hit KO. But also the Hot Tub can also click poison. And Holy Bunch doesn't like being poisoned. Because even just a little bit of chip puts it in range for any super effective hit. Because while it's at full health, it can live pretty much any super effective hit in the game besides dark types. But if it even takes just a little bit of damage, it gets it in range. So you gotta be very careful with it. Garchomp with Sand Veil and Rough Skin. We don't want it to avoid attack, so... I mean, the closest Garchomp we have is Sharp Edges of Citragon. But that's way slower, and it doesn't hit nowhere near as hard. It's also better as a bulky Lumion rather than a setup sweeper like Garchomp was. We'll say, once we get a Spiky Shield or Rocky Helmet in the game, Sharp Edge's Obsidian will be funny. I wish there were more options to stop SA Gloves Gremlin. I get that it's Wall by Soulburst Crack and Your Snack, but I'm not boring. I'm not using those. What else could deal with Gremlin other than those two? Let me think about it a little bit. Tyrex doesn't do well. Lachance can do well, but it has to be very robust. And I think it still loses regardless. Luminami gets hit by Slapdown. Surkame can live 2 hits because Surkame's funny. So Surkame can maybe beat it if it spams Rejuvenate. Any spirit type inherently has an advantage versus Gremlin. Unless it's the one Lusterloot Gremlin of all time. Which, yes, it has Lusterloot. Yeah, but what? Yeah, any spirit type can pretty much beat it. Your Soul can work as well. Your Soul can work. Vesperadu can work. Vesperadu can really work, actually. Windolin could be a good switch into it, but you gotta watch out for defensive Gremlin. Doesn't he even switch into Gnarly Gash that well? Maybe not. I might be lying there. Because, yeah, Windolin has no melee defense at all. So, no, maybe not Windolin. Yeah, Slow Ice can't, because, unfortunately, it's just pure Ice. Oh, no, it's Ice Dark, so, yeah, it can't switch. Yeah, you can switch it once and then click Fade Away on it. What else can switch? Other than other spirits? Are there any other Lumias that could switch into Gloves, Rogue Assault, Gremlin? I gotta think about... Are there any Lumias that are resistant to Brawler and Dart? Are there any Lumias that are resistant to Brawler and Dart? Sinogre! Oh yeah, Sinogre would beat it easy. Yeah, Sinogre would destroy Gremlin any day of the week. Sinogre eats Gremlin for breakfast. Dragonine can maybe live 1 hit. Yeah, I could probably switch it once. Yeah, Gremlin, yeah. Dragodine's a check. Dragodine's a check. Any other air types? Nemesis is a check as well. Although I think it's less of a check because it's weaker on the melee defense side. Any Lumians that are quad resistant? Metronet could maybe switch in once. Metronet could switch in once maybe. But it takes a lot from Gnarly Gash, so maybe not. Snagoop can't because it's frail and neutral to Gnarly Gash. So nope, not Snagoop. What else? Not much. Oh yeah, Oboss. Yeah, Oboss. Yeah. Any bulky spirit type can beat it. Any bulky spirit type can beat it. Any bulky spirit and a couple air types as well. There are quite a few Lumians that can switch into it. Even a few Meta Lumians. So I don't think it's that much of a problem. I think Gremlin's fine. Dokomori can also switch into it pretty effectively as well. Especially if it's the Toxic Spines variant, or the Poison Barb setting variant. Uh-oh. Does it get Primal Slash? I hope not. Hi, Nakuda. Do I have any water type attacks? I don't. Oh no, I do have one. Gnarly Gash, Lusterloot, Nab, Pep Jab, Poison Barbs, Quick Punch, Rogue Assault, Slapdown. Has Thistle Slash. Has Thistle Slash. Nope, not SA. RIP! Bruh. Nope, does not learn Primal. Learns Thistle Slash, though, so it can't hit Tsukame. It gets Thistle Slash as its slashing move of choice. Yeah, it has Luster Loot to hit spirits, but it almost never runs that. Only defensive variants would really run it, and even then, you're losing a valuable move slot for either Vital Jab or Slap Down if you run that. Just to barely do a little bit more damage to spirits is not worth it. Although the health is really nice for it. The health is nice, though. I'll give it that. The health is nice. I could see some situations where Luster Loot can be useful. I don't think it's that good on a Gloves one, though. Smart Remuline could work for that, then. Has Boom Bash, has Dark Surge, has Luster Loot, and Palm. So it can be done. It can 100% be ran. It's the first semi-range brawler type other than Tatab, which Tatab's a lot better on the melee side anyway. So are there any brawler types that can use Boom Bash as their primary move? No. We need a ranged brawler type. We actually do need at least one ranged brawler type. We need a ranged brawler type. Oh, it even gets high pitch. That's cool. But it'll never run it because it doesn't make it hit any more than what Boom Bash and Dark Surge already can. The only Lumion it would hit is Dragodyne, which Luster Loot can anyway as well. And Luster Loot is better. So yeah. It would never run high pitch. Not to mention Luster Loot has the bonus of also making you heal your HP. Also, why did they give Stratosaur get high pitch at the time? No clue. Glad it lost it, though. I'm out of vouchers, unfortunately. Yeah, and Grimmy is Quick Punch, too. So yeah, as priority as well. Specialty Gloves, bulk up priority, yeah. So it can run Gloves Quick Punch, or it could use a bulk up in Quick Punch. Boy, those were the days Cardi is gone. Now, Metronet can't even live any hit anymore. Metronet just dies at anything that touches it. And it got Redemptor Strike, too. Yeah, Gremlin has a lot of tools. It's one of those Lumions that isn't never the star Lumion, but it's a Lumion that has a lot of tools. Yeah, we shouldn't be. Every Lumion needs to have its weakness. We already have gold. Although I guess another one would not hurt. Another one would not hurt, though. It's just that people want... People just want every Lumion to hit every Lumion in the game. Like, there has to be counters for certain Lumions, or otherwise they'll be overpowered. He doesn't want Sinogre to get recovery, because Sinogre with recovery would be broken. That's why it's not getting recovery. Like, people should not underestimate Sinogre. Like, even though it's never used, there are times where it comes in and can absolutely wall a Lumion. That doesn't even mention the fact that it has Ignorant, Great Bulk, Spite, and Poison. Don't underestimate Sinogre. I swear, don't underestimate Sinogre. That thing can eat your soul if you're not careful. Strafe Stat would have made it too powerful. I'm just going to say that right now. It would have made it too powerful. Glad it's not getting it. It would have made it too strong. Legit, everyone would be using Sinogre. Trust me. Lowering the melee attack stat and healing HP back for a Lumion that has Spite and Poison? Yeah. Enough said. Enough said. Exactly. Like, exactly, Raider Rabbit. That's why it's a bad idea for it to get that. Thank God it did not get it. Jamie avoided a bullet with that one. I'm just going to say that right now. Jamie avoided a bullet. The Bubblegum Man, the reason why he's not buffing Ragoon, because he's really careful when it comes to Limians that have abilities like Ability Thief. His Ability Thief can just be very annoying if it was buffed too much. He's very particular when it comes to that kind of stuff. And that's why he's very hesitant on actually buffing Ragoon. I can see why he's very hesitant of buffing it. Yeah, Urshel Scapegoat's a bad idea. That is an F minus balance change. That's a bad idea. It should never get Scapegoat. It has Vital Jab and it has Setup, both Shadowbox and Bulk Up, so it can choose whatever defenses it wants to raise. And it has the Terrifying ability where it can lower the melee attack stat as well when it switches in. And it has Steel Trap to trap things in. And it has Broad Boost priority. And it has Vital Jab to heal HP back. And even though it does suffer from 4-move syndrome, the only last move that it's competing with is either Steel Trap or Priority. It can just choose what it wants at that rate. Mind Drain Bywarn would be interesting. We're not giving Tyrex any of the elemental chops. It definitely doesn't need any of the elemental chops. No way. Let's not give it Chili or Blaze Chop. Thank you very much. We were so close to having a perfect run with Joshua reviewing the balance changes as well. I reviewed the Season 4 balance changes, but I want to wait to re-review them until Season 4 is about to come out. Because there might be more changes that will be added. And it's not worth making a new video after a week I just made one myself. No, it's not. No way. No way Jamie's giving Tyrex those elemental chops. No way. No way it's getting those. No way. He knows how powerful Tyrex is. He's not giving those moves to it. He's not even giving Tyrex Mega Chomp. He's not giving him Blaze or Chili either. No, honestly, Cardi is gone. I think Barbs on Garlash is fine. Another option for Garlash is nice, and I don't think it's that bad on it. Plus, it will give it a niche. It will actually give the Terrifying Garlash an actual niche. You could lower the melee attack of the opposing Limian and then set up a layer of hazards. It will actually give the Terrifying Garlash a niche. So I think I'm fine with it getting Barbs. I agree, Hunter does not need to be bullied. It's already bullied enough as it is in a meta where your Snack and Crackalola are everywhere. It doesn't need to be bullied anymore. Yeah, a move like Barbs would be nice. Yeah, its bulk is usable. Its bulk is usable, especially if you take into consideration its terrifying ability. The problem is that why wouldn't you just use Saberine at this point? But it having Barbs would actually... Yeah, it isn't bad for a water type. Not as good as other bulky waters, but the fact that it has Terrifying and Barbs, it's usable. It's usable. It can be used. It will give it a specific niche compared to the other bulky waters. Not to mention, Vice Jaws can hit through melee defense increases, meaning you don't even have to worry about bulk up too much, because if they bulk up once, you can switch in, lower the melee attack to go back to neutral, and then you Vice Jaws to go through the melee defense increase. Lumala Soulburst would be cool. I'll do 15 minutes more, and then I'll call it. Hunter's still good, but not that good. It definitely struggles with damage output right now, because the problem is that Hunters have to run very nimble now. If they don't run very nimble, they get outsped by very nimble Roundstore and very nimble, and also very nimble Shyenta, which are two Lumians that really desperately wants to outspeed. Plus, Very Nimble Hunter makes it so it actually outspeeds Protogon and Very Nimble Snagoop as well. And Duskit, and Nevermare, and Metronet. Although, I think it already does with Nimble with Brawny. But you lose a lot of melee attack on it, meaning that you either have to accept the fact that your Hunter's dealing less damage, or you're forced to run Specialty Gloves, which makes you locked into one move. Which, for Hunter, isn't necessarily the most ideal Lumion to be locked on for moves. Still good, but it struggles in a meta where Crackalola and your snack are everywhere. You'd have to get hazards up in order for your snack. You'd need to have hazards up, so you can at least destroy your snack after hazards is up. Crackalola, on the other hand, good luck. Crackalola is a huge problem. But if you can get rid of the Crackalola, Hunter can work. Alright, Pity coming up. Next one's Pity, wish me luck. Watch this be like Gleam Sapphire out of nowhere. Watch this just be Gleam Sapphire, watch. Let's see. Ah, terrible. Garbage! Well, that was garbage. That was a garbage script. That might be my last good find of the event. I haven't really found any good finds, to be fair, though, but I haven't really focused on the Scorbs. Is everyone else streaming the final half of the event? Successful Arts is... No one else is streaming. That's interesting. It's just Arcs that's streaming right now, which is interesting. Maybe Farrell's still streaming. He might still be streaming, actually. Is Farrell still streaming? Lando's done. Yeah, Farrell's still streaming. Please don't leave us on the 13th. I want to see what the YouTube update does first. This YouTube update's going to say everything about where I go next with my YouTube channel. I have a lot to think about when it comes to YouTube because depending on what happens, I feel like this YouTube thing can work. Because my biggest strength as a YouTuber is talking about info that I know about. And talking about it in a way where people can get dragged into it. My biggest weakness is editing. I can't edit. I don't edit videos as well compared to the other content creators. But I have a very good voice. And I think I'm good at giving info. If I could use that, I could definitely use that on something that's not just LL. I can use that in other creature capturing games. I can use that when talking about sports and why players are good. I can use that on talking about movies and why this movie's better than this one. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like I have a direction where I can make this YouTube thing work. I'm really waiting for Route 9, because Route 9 is going to be a huge part of my channel. Because I feel like I'm going to get a lot of new viewers from Route 9. I got a lot from Atlantean City Part 2. I made around $500 a month when Atlantean City Part 2 came out. Right now, I'm only making like around $200. But what I could do is, once Route 9 comes out, I feel like I'm going to go up 500, maybe even more. Especially if I make like huge informational videos. And then I can build off that momentum. I feel like I can make it work. Yeah, that live Pixar review was fun. Still have not watched Elio. I heard that Elio flopped in the box office, but I have not watched it. Thing is, I will say this. The trailer for Elio did not impress me. I will say that. It just looked like another alien sci-fi movie to me. I haven't watched it. I'm going to give it a chance once it's free on Disney+. Free on Disney+. You still got to buy it for every month. But, you know, yeah. But, yeah. Something else I've been also thinking about is I've been also thinking about adding channel memberships to my channel. There's a couple problems, though, with adding YouTube memberships. One, while I am able to make more money where I could potentially live off YouTube, the problem is that will I even be able to make channel memberships work? I'm already a YouTuber that uploads daily. What else would be locked behind memberships? Not to mention, I don't want to lock certain videos just behind a membership. I think the only reason I would do it is maybe for behind-the-scenes stuff for some of my videos. But that might be it. Like, what else would I even really post for channel members? Would it even be worth buying a channel membership at that rate, if that's the case? So, I've been thinking about that for a while, but I've ultimately decided to say no for now. Got to go, see you, Josh. Alright, bye, Cardi is gone. Thank you for joining the stream. But yeah, what do y'all think about channel memberships? I don't think it's a good idea. It's something that I think would be interesting to try, but how would I make it so it's worth people buying the membership that without limiting other viewers to not watching important video? Like, it's just a very rough cycle. Like, I don't want to limit all my videos, at least all my important ones, just for the channel members. Like, that's just very scummy to me. Custom emoji, I could think, although it'll probably have to be drawn. One-to-one coaching trust. Like, I think the only videos I don't even have tied behind channel memberships would probably be maybe behind-the-scene videos, or maybe me editing the video and me talking about. Maybe it could be behind-the-scenes sneak peeks on how I make my top 5s, or how I make my big videos. Member-exclusive giveaways, maybe? But again, is that going to be worth a monthly membership for y'all? Would that be worth a monthly membership for y'all? Do I even have enough people to have enough monthly memberships? Like, you could see the problem. Yeah, early access could work. Or behind the scenes. Like, that would be the only way I would make that work. It's interesting. It's interesting, and it's something I am thinking about. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet. I am going to make a video talking about where I am on YouTube in a little bit. But I wanted to talk about it a little bit now because I think it's very interesting. I want to see what this YouTube update does. 1 week before is too long, though. Like, I feel like what I should do is make the membership videos where I make the video, but then a couple days before that video gets uploaded, and this is for, like, the big videos. Like, this is not for any showcases. I'm not making behind-the-scene videos for showcases. Maybe a couple one-offs, and that's it. The behind-the-scene videos would be my top 5s. How I create my top 5s, how I make my script, how I speak during those, maybe even some bloopers. Maybe even some bloopers as well. Because trust me, I misspeak in a lot of my videos. That's fair. I can see that work, Gyarados. I can see that working. Again, though, I don't want to limit that kind of... Okay, maybe I can make the channel members build the team, but I can make the video watchable for everyone. Like, yeah, that could work. I could see that. Again, though, how much would I make channel memberships cost? Can I choose the cost from channel memberships, or is it just given to YouTube? I haven't even tried that yet. I assume you can make your own number. I assume you could choose your own number, I assume. Legit unedited videos so we could see everything that happens. Yeah, that could work too. Like, long unedited videos, that could work. Okay, I could choose, yeah. So if I could choose the price, I think that's fine. I don't know how much I would make channel memberships. $5 a month? Would that work? I gotta think about that. That is still something I'm even thinking about. I think I can make it work, because that will give me a little bit more money on YouTube. Which, that would be huge, because I know what y'all are thinking. Oh, Josh is only thinking about the money. The thing is, the reason why I'm thinking so much about that is because that's all I have right now. All I have is YouTube. I currently do not have a job at the moment. I'm thinking about getting one by the end of the year. I've had jobs before, but I don't have one right now. So, if I can find a way to make this YouTube thing work, where I can make money off YouTube without doing something I enjoy doing with y'all, would be the best case scenario. That's fair, yeah. If channel memberships are that much, yeah, that people can buy that easily, yeah. Thing is, though, I don't want the channel membership videos. Like, I want y'all to actually feel when y'all buy my YouTube memberships, I want y'all to actually feel like it's worth the monthly membership. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that if y'all buy the membership, I want y'all to feel like it's worth it. I don't want it to feel like a big old scam. So I'd have to release like 4 or 5 channel membership videos every month. Yeah, LL is definitely very niche, so I probably wouldn't even get that many YouTube members to begin with. Like, maybe my very loyal fans could, but we'll see. That's still something I'm thinking about. Maybe I'll do it when Route 9 starts or something, who knows. Maybe I'll start them now and try it, see how it goes, and then really get more into it once I'm in Route 9. Once Route 9 releases in either September or November or early December. I feel like it's going to be late November, early December. I just have a feeling because it's the snow theme route. It'll be around the snowy season during that time. It just makes so much sense. Mainstream games instead. Yeah, that could work. I could make channel member videos for that. Oh, yeah! Yeah, people can buy gift memberships. That's cool. I forgot about that, actually. Yeah, I've seen that before. I think people have gotten gift memberships from other viewers. I've never played any of the GTA games before. If there are games I would be playing, it'd probably either be other Roblox games, Minecraft, Terraria. Team Fortress 2 would be fun. I've never made a Team Fortress video. That would be fun. Terraria, Minecraft, TF2. Other games on Roblox. Maybe Outlaster videos could work as well. I've never played Elden Ring. Never played Elden Ring. It'd be kind of like those kind of videos. It's been something I've been thinking about for a while, and I wanted to talk about this with y'all before I did anything. Like, the reason why I'm talking about this now is because, yeah, the reason why I'm talking about this with y'all is so I don't blindside y'all with this. I want to tell y'all now and see how y'all feel about the potential of YouTube memberships, if that's a good idea or not. I personally am in the middle. I want to see how I feel. The only way I'll do YouTube memberships if I can find a way to make the YouTube memberships worth it for y'all. Because I don't want to just do YouTube memberships and then have like two exclusive membership videos every month. You know what I mean? Because that would feel kind of scummy. After finding out about the duping. A lot of those guys got banned, by the way. Phoenix Place, those people that were duping all those Lumions, those guys got banned. They may have given a couple of those away, but most of those Lumions were in their boxes. They kept it to themselves. So, yeah. I think that problem was pretty much mostly solved. You should make a community post about YouTube memberships for those who didn't see the stream. Yeah, I'll make a YouTube post about that. Either that or a YouTube short. One of the two. I'm not sure yet. Probably a YouTube post. It'll let people vote. I feel like a lot of people would say no, though. I have a feeling 75 to 80% of people would say no, though, because they just want to watch my regular videos. Because if I'm making daily uploads, what would be the reason to buy a YouTube membership? That's the thing. That's the big thing that is holding me back. And I'm not just going to stop making videos unless I feel tired. Like, the reason I didn't upload on Sunday is because I didn't have enough time and I was tired. And I didn't want to force myself to upload. So, yeah. That's why I didn't have an upload for Sunday. Or yesterday. 3 more! If we get lucky, we'll get 3 more. 2 more. Come on, Scorby Scorb! Come on, Scorbs! Oh no! We got screwed. Yeah, that could work too. I have a second channel. I have a second channel as well. Did I even catch a bronze? I don't even think I caught a bronze yet. Let's just catch a bronze. Just to say, hey, we caught a bronze. We caught a bronze, baby. We caught a bronze. Branching out to other games is definitely the play. But I also don't want to just stop making LL. So if I branch out to other games, there'll probably be one-off videos on the main channel. Either that, or I move other videos to I move LL videos to my second channel. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to move LL videos to the second channel. I want to keep the LL videos here. That's what people are subscribed here for. I mean, I could move them to the second channel, and then people can flock over there for LL, and then this could be for other stuff. Or I could just make the second channel the extra stuff. But my second channel is J-Star Talks, which currently is inactive. I rebranded the channel, but I haven't started with anything yet. But yeah, I do have a second channel, J-Star Talks, but I haven't done anything with it in years. I made a post 4 months ago, and that's it. So I've been focused on other stuff. Maybe and that's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe when Route 9 comes out, I could test out some other ideas on my other channel and see what works. And then maybe in the future, I can make money on a topic that can get a lot more views. Like, for example, I can make like football content or baseball content or gaming content or movie content or anything. Like, the world's my oyster. I could do anything. Once Route 9 comes out, I have a lot of wiggle room. Yeah, that could be cool. Every Sunday or every Monday? Yeah, that could be cool. Maybe I'll try Sunday. No, maybe I'll do Monday, because a lot of people will be in school on Monday, and they would rather watch an LO video. I might do it on one of the weekdays, probably. Oh no, I'm not doing Brain Rot. No way. I would not work for Brain Rot content, because even though my biggest strength is how I explain things to people. And I don't want to rush 1 minute shorts where I have to explain something extremely fast. Like, this will be does something like this. Then you find it here, and then you do this, and then you do this, and then you do that. Like, that's too fast. Like, how can anyone catch up to that? How can anyone keep up with that? Like, a lot of my documentary videos or top 5s last so long because I need the time to explain why those Lumions are good. It's kind of the opposite effect, because a lot of content nowadays is sped up. Because again, a lot of people's attention spans, including mine, are very low. Not great, but for my content, it's kind of the other way around. It's kind of like I would talk about this Lumion for 3 or 4 minutes of a video. And I think that makes me stand out compared to some other content creators. You know what I mean? But it does also mean that I drag on points sometimes for too long. It's a balance. I gotta find a balance of talking about why this Lumion is good and why it's not, without dragging the video. That's something I still gotta work on, because I feel like a lot of my recent top 5s have been very long. They're very long videos. And I feel like the top 5 videos, I don't waste that much time talking about extra stuff. I think a lot of that time, I talk about the stuff that I should be talking about. Know what I mean? I want to hear what y'all think about that. Like, are my top 5 or top 10 videos too long? Do I drag on any of my Lumion points? Or am I too fast? Do I need to be longer on my statements? Like, I want to hear what y'all think. Personally, I think I'm doing alright. Maybe I drag a little too long, but again, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything about a Lumion, and I also don't want to rush the video as well. What do y'all think? Dun, 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 dun. There's a Scorb. You don't drag on anything. The videos are just fine. Oh, that's good. To be honest, I think they're fine as they are. Oh, nice. If you enjoy the content, you enjoy the content. I don't think the attention span matters that much. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, a lot of my people, even in the longer videos, yeah, a lot of people do. There are some people that do skip to the end of my top 5s. But for the most part, they actually generally have longer watch times compared to even my showcase videos, which is kind of funny. I haven't really found anything too good. But this is also very last minute. I'm doing some last minute Scorb hunting. I wasn't really invested in the Scorb hunting side of things. I found a red. It wasn't a Gleam red, but I found a red. A red's a red. Am I right? A red. Anything red is red. It'll be funny if LL adds another event after this one. They just get rid of it and then they talk about another event. Oh god, another event. Oh no, not another event. I got 4 Gamma Ickas. 1 spare Raging Fire Nimble, which I'll give away in the future. I have 1 more shot for a Gleam Scorb. Not sure if I'll get it, but 1 more shot. Yeah, Sweet Retreat. I feel like Sweet Retreat's gonna combine with Halloween again. If Sweet Retreat comes out, it's gonna combine with either Halloween or Christmas. That would be a good video, Bubblegum Man. That would be a good video. Top 5 Lumions that need a buff. Or 5 Lumions that are 1 move away from being overpowered. 5 Lumions that are 1 move away from being overpowered. That would be interesting, too. Joshua Star 77 Rage compilation. Oh, that video would be an hour long. That video, Gyarados, would be an hour long. That would be the longest compilation video of all time. That would be so long. Honestly, the Hydralin Lumion was a rage compilation. That whole video of me using Hydralin was a rage compilation in itself. That whole entire video was. Also another red. Another red Scorb! Rage compilations on December 31st. Da, 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 da. Critical hit! Da, da. I mean, I got 2 red Scorps. None of them are green Gleam, unfortunately, but hey. 2 red Scorps I'm not going to complain about. I got no blues yet, but that's fine. Yeah, that video was something. I still got like 2 or 3 shorts I gotta make on that stupid video. I gotta relive that Hydralin moment again. Stinking Hydralin. I was legit angry in that video too. Like, of course I played it up a little bit, but I was legit. I was a little angry in that video. I wouldn't lie. I was a little angry. I played it up a little bit. A lot of my rages are played up for comedic value, but still. I was legit angry when I was using Hydralin. I wouldn't lie. I was legit angry using that darn thing. I mean, me deleting the Hydralin was the real kicker. And I still don't feel bad for deleting that Hydralin. I do not feel bad for it. That thing needed to be out of my PC box and fast. So yeah. Alright. 1 more shot in this event for Rare Finds compilation. Problem is that a lot of my Rare Finds are on stream. So I'd have to get video. I would have to upload those onto Shotcut and then edit them in from there. So that would take a little longer. But I could definitely make it work. I can make it work. A lot of my shorts that come from streams, I did it while just remixing the stream. That's how I was able to get those shorts out quick. So I would just remix it. I would remix the video while on my phone to turn it into a short. Which works when it comes to LL battles, because I like showing particular moments in a battle that don't really collaborate with the video. No! Delay! Get delayed! Delay the end of the event! Delay it! Delay it! Delay it! The one time people would want to delay. The one time anyone wants a delay, let's be honest. Delay! 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 It's about to end. Oh no! Delay, please! Please delay! Please delay! I'll get at least one more gleam. I'll get at least one more gleam. If I can ever find a Lumion. There we go. Nope! Instead we get a free shard! Free shard! Da, da, da. Hey, I got a speed shard. Let's go! Be fair, shards are very common now after the raids. Yep, we're gonna experience the countdown in person. I do hope Llama Train Studios makes a post after the event, but most of the time they don't usually post that much after the event. They don't usually say stuff after the event most of the time. But hey, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe they'll post something. Please post something about Route 9. That'd be the best case scenario, but I doubt it. They're probably just gonna post, that's the end of the event, show me pictures of your rare finds, and that's it maybe. But hey, I can dream, can't I? I can dream. Alright. 8 minutes left of the event. 8 more minutes. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, Foretell Pity. Wish me luck. Another score. We would have saw that one coming. I want you all to predict what the next Lumion is. I predict it's a Scorb. Watch. Wow, I was wrong. The one time it wasn't a Scorb. Anyway. Alright. 2 from Pity. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Come on. Gleam Blue or Gleam Red. Right here, right now. Watch. Right here, right now. Ah! You stink. You stink, Scorb. You stink. Well, that's the last alpha of the event, unless I get lucky. Watch me get a Sapphire one right after. Oh, really? I mean, it wasn't Sapphire, but still. Really? Oh, that is golden comedy right there. Absolute gold. I mean, at least it wouldn't have been Alpha Blue or Alpha Red, but still. Would have been cool. Would it? It would have been cool, though. I mean, maybe in 2 minutes I can find one. You never know. Maybe in 2 minutes. Maybe I'll find one in 2 minutes. I know, it's about to end soon. No Gleam Scorbs, but I kind of saw that coming. I wasn't really active. I only used, like, a few boost tokens for the Scorbs. I used more on the Ikazunes than I did on the Scorbs. So, I'm not that upset. You know everyone but Jamie needs Pity Delay? Yeah, everyone! Because Jamie has like 7 million boost tokens because he's one of the developers. He's one of the developers, so he just has 7 million boost tokens. Nothing towards Jamie, but he's rich. He's rich in boost. I have 330 strong magnets. I got so many strong magnets, I could maybe even hunt for Gamma Oxydrake. So I'm not sure what trait I would want on it. I'm definitely going to be using a lot of them. Please, Scorbs! Give me something fun! After this, after my boost run out though, I'll call it. Paramind? That's not something you see every day. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the Gamma Oxydrake hunt. No drop frames so far. The stream's actually running pretty well. What if I get like a Gamma Roamer? That'll be funny. Wait, Vesperado already had Gust. Wait. No, Vesperado had Teardown. I think it could run Gust, but I still feel like Teardown's going to be the better one. Because for Vesperado, Teardown reduces melee defense, which synergizes well with Vesperado. But Gust does increase your speed, so I'm not sure. 3 more if I'm lucky. Now 2 more. Game is out of date. Wow, oops. Okay, 1 more after this. This last Scorb will be the last Scorb of the event! Wish me luck! Watch this! Final Scorb of the event is going to be a... normal Scorb! Whippy! Well, that sucks. Let's go back. Well, I guess we get 1 more, but yeah, we don't have boost on anymore, so it doesn't matter anymore. Opened 120 vouchers last minute and got an alpha. Hey, got an alpha! Ended off. Unfortunately, that is over odds, but hey, you got a voucher. You got an alpha. I got 8, but I'm not opening them. I'm saving them for wild sets I can make for the future. Alright, Rally Ranch. Let's see the finds we got in this last hour. Not much. I mean, I found an Arceros, so that's cool. Found an Arceros, so that's cool. A clever Arceros that I could try. And here are the Scorbs. Are any of these hover? Communication. Communication. So neither of them are even useful. Bruh. And all the other ones are communication as well. Only the Emerald one is hover. That's fine. I guess while we wait for the event to end, let's go to Atlantean and do my spin the wheel. 4 Gammas in total, not bad. 3 Gamma Ikazunes this event. Traded 1 for Halloween Dakuda. Nice. I got 4 Gamma Ikazunes. 1 that I'll give away. And I got like 13 alphas, which I'll give away several of those. So I'm pretty satisfied about my event. And I got a lot of shards. Pretty satisfied with my finds. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take 20 battle tickets. Take that any day of the week. Alright, let's go back to... Should I try something, guys? Guys, I'm going to test something live on stream, okay? I'm going to test something live on stream. What happens if we start a raid in the middle of the event cooldown? I'm going to do a raid, and I'm going to do it in the middle of the event cooldown. Oh, you gave one to your friend? Nice. Okay. Event cooldown. I'm going to wait till like a minute left. I'll start KOing it, and I'll see if I get back into the game in the middle of a raid. I'm just testing something to see if I can do something funny. Knowing me, this is going to mess me up bad. I'm probably going to pay the price with this, but you know what? I don't care. Let's clutch the final raid. Nice. I'm going to wait till a minute left. And I'll start it. And we'll see if I lag out in the middle of a raid, will I rejoin back into raid or just rejoin back in the game? We'll see. Maybe someone else can join me too. We'll see. Actually, no. If that happens, then I don't think I can rejoin. So let's try it by myself. Oh, that's fair, actually. But let's see. Will they kick me off or will they let me finish the raid? This is a test. This is the test to see if... what will happen if I play the raid. So let's just play the raid and see what happens. I mean, it's always good to experiment. It's always good to experiment. The final Guardian raid that will probably not be completed because it got its melee defense increase. Dun 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 dun. Lower melee defense. Boo! You suck, Garbantis. You suck. Should have poisoned it. But it's not going to matter because we're just going to get stuck anyway. We're just going to get stuck anyway. We'll see, though. There's the poison. One more hit before it ends. Yes! No! Don't kick me out! Cure to poisoning. I'm still on. It's still on. It's still on. It's still on. Let's see. I can't click. Let me click and move! Okay. Let's rejoin the game. I'm going to rejoin the game now, okay? Let's rejoin. Join the game. Do I rejoin back into a raid? I'm going to grind Battle Buddies? Yep. Try to get Ace this year, because this is not this year. This is a good season to get Ace in, because the Infernix saddles look cool. This is a good season to get Ace for. Even though the metagame isn't as good as Season 2. Come on, LL. Come on, LL. I'll do a PvP stream later. I'll probably do one on Wednesday. I know last time I said I was going to do it Tuesday, and I didn't do it. But, okay, this ain't loading. This is not loading. This is not loading. I'm going to relog. I'm going to relog real quick. Y'all relog. I need some drafts, though, for my Thunder team. Average LL update. Yeah, when in doubt. Alright. I don't have a Sapphire Scorb, unfortunately. I've got 2 reds, though. Oh, come on, LL. Are y'all in the game? Yeah, Sherbot is pretty good in Thunderstorms. It's between Sherbot, Tyrex, or any Lumion with Earthquake or Overcloak. Any Lumion with Overcloak or Overclock and Earthquake are the way to go. Oh yeah, that thing is gonna nuke stuff. Still not loading, so let's relog again. Let's relog again. Has Llama Train Studios said anything yet? Nope, they have not responded yet. It shows a photo of me in the Guardrone raid. You all know what I mean? Like when I join in, it actually just shows a picture of me in the Guardrone raid. I wonder if that's the reason why I'm not loading in. Like, I'll show y'all. Like, let me show y'all. I will show y'all. Like, when I click to join the game, it will show the raid. Watch. Wait. Wait. You saw that? Oh, no, that was just the background. That was not the raid. Okay. So it's not the raid, it's just the background. Well, LL is really off. I really cannot play LL. They broke it! They broke the game! They broke our precious game! They did it, they broke it. They broke the game. I can't join. Alright. Wow, this really is not turning on. This really does not want to load. I'm going to have to relog again. I'm going to keep trying it, darn it. You will not believe how many shards I've got. I got so many shards. Come on. Come on. L. Come on. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. We'll probably be here forever. There's still a loading screen. Well, yeah, everyone has so many power fruits now. Well, I guess we can. We gotta activate the backup plan. Backup plan, guys. Is anyone even on LL? How many players are in it? Only 600. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong. Only 650 players. There's no way. So some people are in it, but not everyone. Come on. Yes! I can join! Let's go! We made it! We're in! We're in! We're in the game! Let's go! It took 5 minutes, but it works! Alright. End of the anniversary event. Thanks for participating. Will I still be in the middle of a raid? We are so back. No! Where did the permanent raids go? No, I thought they were permanent. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. No raids. Bruh. Alright, we're back in though. Wow, everyone has like rare Lumions. Holy crap. Yeah, we got all our Lumions still. Wow. I was most certainly an event and a half. Well, now that the event is over, we can move on to bigger and better things. We can get to PvP videos. Yeah, the raids are gone now. The shard. How many shards do I have at the end of this? 29 range attack, 30 speed, 38 melee attack, 38 health, 46 range defense, 39 melee defense, and 26 energy. I got 248 power fruits and 331 strong magnets. And 8 Ikazune vouchers left over. Achoo! Sorry, I got to sneeze. Fortunately, that is it. Oh, it's so sad. That is so sad. No more raids. Oh. I might as well do my daily UMV before I end the stream, though. I still haven't done this yet. So I'll do my daily UMV and then I'll end the stream. And I'll see what I do for... I'm not sure when I'll stream next time. I'll probably stream a PvP stream in a couple days. But we'll see. Let's just get this done. Right when we're here. If y'all have so many last minute questions before I end the stream, y'all can ask them now. Oh! Fossil! That's... Behemeroth? Is that Behemeroth or Morpheus? I can't tell. It's one of them. It's one of the Titans. What are thunderstorm counters? Other weathers can stop thunderstorm from being up. But honestly, the best way to beat thunderstorms is... Usually, there are a couple Limians that can just completely break through. Brawler types are good. Brawler and Ice types are good Limians that can beat thunderstorm teams. Because most thunderstorm teams don't have anything to deal with Brawler or Ice. So that's something that... Those are good ways to beat Brawler. Those are good way to beat thunderstorm teams. Offensive Brawler Ice types. 360 strong net magnets. Wow. Oh, that was Behemeroth? Oh, cool. Got another one of those. I can't wait to show Milo how many shards I have. Maybe even taking his job. Oh, poor Milo. Milo's job is all screwed now. All the shards we got. Bang. By the way, guys, have y'all guys seen Jamie's showcase on Venusaur? I just want to see, has anyone seen Jamie's showcase on Venusaur? I told everyone last stream that if Jamie makes a showcase video, they should all bring Borealis. Out of the 4 players, only one of them brought Borealis. And guess what? That Borealis wasn't even elusive. It was Undermine Upper Hand. Like, bruh, really? Come on. How are we going to show Jamie that Borealis gets busted if he doesn't see it himself? Like, bruh. Yeah, he actually used Dragoon. That's kind of cool. I won't lie. It is kind of cool. He did actually try to use Dragoon. I actually do want to use Dragoon for a showcase because, again, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 worst PvP Limians in the game. And I want to see where Dragoon ranks with all of them because Dragoon is definitely down there. Dragoon's definitely down there. Problem is I'm not good at using Borealis. Like, I could probably make it work because Borealis is that busted, but, you know. I gotta make a Borealis because his videos, he does them in competitive ranked. He doesn't use them in Dream Teams, so I gotta make a new SA Borealis if I want to make that work. And that could take a couple days to make. Because, you know, rallying SAs is a nightmare. Alt 89 strong magnets. My goodness. There we go. There we go. Yeah, anyone that sees a Jamie, bring Borealis. Unfortunately, since he's playing in ranked, there's a lot of people that are not using Borealis in ranked, so he's not going to see it that often. I can't been begging for a Dragoon buff for days. He doesn't get enough love. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, let's head back to... How many days left are there in? Before we end the stream, let's look at some of the leaderboards. And let's look at how many days are left. I think there's like 30 days still left in ranked, which is crazy. These ranked seasons are way too long. I can't wait to use Landtorch and the Unholy Thawman to use on my Thunderstorm team. Yeah, they could work. Alright, let's see. How many days are there left? 27 days. 27 days. Yeah, 27 days are left into the season. And these are the leaderboards right now. So, Premlel is still number 1. Marcus is always number 2. Controller Sticky's number 4. Maxwell Amazing. That's Kilson. Y2 Kilson. He's number 9. Farrell's number 11. Trap is number 12. Powder's number 13. Saitama is 15. Leono Crazy's 17. Juan is 22. I think I recognize this guy too. 24. Roid Rage 26. White Myth is 30. Nerf Use 32. Glacial Fury, aka the Stream Sniper, is 33. Endless Rizzy is 38. Exobon HD is 42. Crep Wallace is 45. Vertigator is 54. Wintrix is 57. Stelik is 58. I don't see any Monkey Scout up here. Interesting. Kitty Born Cat 64. Trash Biss 65. Rapto Killer 67. Jill the Student is 70. Aiden Gaming is 76. Pluffy Roblox is up there at 80. Another Aiden. TKO Gaming is 84. Bunch of Aidens. And I think that's it. I'm currently at 1220, so I'm pretty far away from the leaderboards. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to grind the leaderboards that much. This is not the season to do it for. But yeah, what do y'all think? Around 30 days until the season ends. I might up using Apply Frustration. Yeah, it's really good anti-meta. 70% of the leaderboards use semi-stall/stall, which is fair enough. You kind of have to in this meta, unfortunately. But yeah, that is it. Any new items that are added, just checking. Any new items? No new items, no new MMs. Any new vouchers to claim? Nope, no new vouchers to claim. So yeah, that's it. That will be the stream. I wonder if they still have this in the game, actually. Do they still have the outer workings of the map still? Can you still get behind here? Okay, this saddle's too big. I need the Valence saddle. Yep, you can still get back here. And you can still get behind the map. Let's go! I'm free! I'm free, ladies and gentlemen. I'm free. But yeah, that will be the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. My next stream will probably be a PvP stream. I'll probably do it on Wednesday, so get ready for that. And yeah, that will be the stream. And I hope to see y'all all later. Bye-bye!